All right, we are live. Post the attendance in the chat like that. Then there's a let's do this one here. Show that.
Of the black and brown demographic and others in general would find the SPLC's labeling of you as a hate group. Is there any truth to that? Are y'all a hate group?
That is absolutely untrue. The Southern Poverty Law Center calls us a hate group because we bring up the crimes that's done to blacks and Latinos, which is ridiculous. Like if you call us a hate group, then why aren't you calling the NYPD a hate group or the Los Angeles Police Department? I ain't killed nobody. Exactly. I ain't dragged nobody out their car. I ain't split nobody's head open. I didn't rape no women, on a car stop. I ain't mass incarcerating and planting drugs on people. How you gonna call us a hate group, but you ain't gonna call? Listen, matter of fact, you got to call the whole United States a hate group at this point. So how you gonna say that? So see, they call us a hate group because we turn around and say the white man is the devil for the things that he's done. The word devil just means adversary. This man has been an adversary to black and brown people for the last 400 years, and it hasn't let up yet. All the crimes that have been committed, you gotta.
All right. Let's clap it up, man. All right. Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabarak thumb to the Akim. Yahweh Shema Alathun Bahashem Yahweh Shah to the Akwathium. This priest and officer of 1,000 Aisha Allah with the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. All right. Since 1969, the ISUPK has been teaching the truth of the Bible, that the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and West Indians are the true biblical Jews. You understand, and that the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right. Just to kind of get right into it, tonight we're going to get into our Wednesday night law class, a biblical law class here on the Eastern Shore of Maryland. Right. We got obviously it's a relevant topic with this whole Valentine's Day nonsense. Okay. Valentine's Day today, everybody is booed up and cuffed up. What is it? It's cuffing season, right? Everybody's in love, and you brothers and sisters out there in relationships, today is your obligation to show your affection for your wife or your girlfriend or your boo or your bae. You understand? And it's so funny because there's only one way to display that love. There's only one way to display love for your so-called significant other on this day, and that comes in the shape of hearts. Literally in the shape of hearts, heart-shaped balloons, teddy bears that are holding hearts, heart-shaped candy boxes, heart-shaped, I love you cards. And I mean, come on, this is just a pretty sad mess that, we in the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge have to just witness every year. We have to watch, this nonsense every February, 14th or 15th, whatever day it is, that they decide to, put on this show to do these rituals that are just ultimately, vain. Ultimately, it's just childish and unnecessary. It doesn't mean anyone loves anyone. It's a very terrible way to kind of, really facilitate a relationship, with the forceage of gifts at a certain day and time. And it's not genuine, it's not genuine. So we're going to get into the origins of this silly holiday, right? We're going to get into a silly the origins of this silly holiday, the different traditions. But then ultimately, we're going to get into the Bible and see what the Bible has to say about this nonsense. Okay. But the first thing we're going to do is get into the Bible, right? Why not? Let me get the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6, if I could. No sweat. If you guys got any questions, make sure you type them in the chat. You understand? We are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, right? TikTok. We everywhere. All right. You got that? Go ahead. Let's hear it.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people.
Who?
My people.
My people. This ain't saying everybody. One terrible lie that we've been taught is that, the Bible is for everybody. That these rules and expectations that the Most High has are for everybody on the planet Earth. But that's not true. The Bible is very select and very specific about who the Most High, demands a certain type of behavior from, who the Most High demands a certain type of loyalty and allegiance from. And that's the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. You understand? So when it says my people, it's talking about the 12 tribes. Keep reading.
Are destroyed.
Are what?
Are destroyed.
Are what?
Are destroyed.
The 12 tribes are destroyed right now. If you look all across the globe, if you look, all across this earth, there are different people who are destroyed. If you look all across America, man, there are groups of people and races of people who are, kind of subject to the oppression of another people, right? Christopher Columbus came and oppressed a certain people, right? The Europeans came and oppressed a certain people. For the past, 500, 600, 700 years, there are certain people who have been oppressed in America and continue to be to this day, right? So the Bible's talking about this destroyed people. Keep reading.
For lack of knowledge.
For what?
For lack of knowledge.
For what?
For lack of knowledge.
For lack of knowledge. We just don't like a part of our destruction, a part of one of the variables that aids in our continued destruction is our lack of knowledge, man. And that's fair. You understand? Like, that's a fair assessment of our dire situation. We have a lack of knowledge. Here, the most tragic thing about this lack of knowledge is like, damn, it's 2024, right? It is 2024, and we don't know basic things. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know why we do certain things. We don't know the origins of the traditions that we've been taught by, the oppressor. You understand? We just follow after these different religious, these different religions. We follow after these different holidays and these different customs and these different traditions without giving two thoughts about the origins of it. Right? So here we are. We sitting here 2024. We celebrating Valentine's Day today. Well, do you even know what Valentine's Day is? Do you even know what it's about? Do you even know where it came from? Huh? Do you even know the origins of Valentine's Day? Anybody know? Go ahead, throw it in the chat. If you know the origins of Valentine's Day, you went and got your girl a damn, a pink balloon and some candy. You understand? Or else, do you know why you even did that? You have any clue why you even attempted to, what made you buy that out of the store today on command? You don't even think about it. You just do it because we've been raised in the world. We've been taught to follow the traditions of men. We've been taught to just, do whatever, the people who rule over us do. That's what we've done. That's exactly what we've done. Let me get the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. Are we actually going to hold that, right? Jump to that article that history article about Valentine's Day. If anybody knows about Valentine's Day, go ahead and put it all in the chat. Tell everybody in the chat, what's going on with you know what I'm saying, with Valentine's Day. Tell everybody why you celebrated it, why it's so important to you. Tell everybody why, if you didn't participate in Valentine's Day, your relationship would crumble. You got that, Warrior? All right, go ahead and start reading. And what's this source?
History.com.
Yeah, this is history.com, man. Go ahead.
The Catholic Church recognizes at least 3 different saints named Valentine or Valentinus.
Right. So Valentine, they came up with this word Valentines because the Catholic Church is very much like, any weak person in the world that just goes along with, whatever's popular. You understand? When the Bible has taught the children of Israel, when the Most High expected his children to be the exact opposite. The Most High expected his children to be holy and separate from the world. We're not supposed to just do the things that the world do. The Most High's children have an actual obligation and a bigger burden to be different. You understand?
Right.
But the Catholic Church doesn't follow the God of the Bible. The Christian church doesn't follow the God of the Bible or any of his rules or expectations, which is why they turn around and celebrate any holiday that the world celebrates. You understand? And not only do they celebrate the holidays, they try to mask it. like the Christian church and the Catholic church, you're about to find out, they try to mask their worship of pagan gods and pagan traditions. They try to mask it with some silly fable or story about, some cat named Valentine. And they did such a butcher job on it. It's like 3 different stories. Like they don't even know which one is like the real one to stand on, which is irrelevant. They just know that the pagans and the heathens are doing something a certain day of the year, so we have to do something as well, and we'll just call it Valentine's. Go ahead, keep reading. Let's find out about the main one, the main theory.
All of whom were martyred.
Go ahead. Martyred means martyred is a good word for TikTok. TikTok don't know what martyred means, but what we're gonna do is martyred means unalived. You know what I'm saying? For standing for something. So they try to make the Valentine's like some stand-up cat that we should all take time today to reverence, which don't even make sense. Shalom on Christ, cat. Go ahead. Let's hear what this first Valentine cat talking about.
One legend contends that Valentine was a priest who served during the 3rd century in Rome.
Yeah, it was just a priest. So Valentine was a priest. Okay, yeah, everybody reverences priests. Everybody follows after priests and does what the priests say to do. Go ahead.
When Emperor Claudius II decided that single men made better soldiers than those with wives and families, he outlawed marriage for young men.
Okay, so here's what happened. You got the emperor who thinks that, a man, like he has an emperor, especially Roman emperors who were all about the expansion of their empire. They want the best army. They want the best soldiers, the best military. And his theory is that if you have a military that consists of men that don't have ties back at home, that don't have women that are begging them to not get hurt, to be careful, you understand? Men, his thinking was that men having wives somehow diminishes the courage and the loyalty of a soldier to the emperor and to their nation. So he allegedly outlawed soldiers and men having wives, thinking that, okay, if they don't have wives, they're not trying to survive to get back home to her. You understand? He's not trying to survive to get back to his kids. He's not putting his family before the nation. Sounds good. So what did this Valentine so-called priest do? Go ahead.
Valentine, realizing the injustice of the decree, defied Claudius and continued to perform marriages for young lovers in secret.
He did what?
Defied Claudius
Uh-huh.
and continued to perform marriages for young lovers in secret.
So what he would do is, because marriages were outlawed, he would take any brother or any person, any young man in the Roman military that wanted to get married. He would go and secretly perform the marriage ceremony with him and some, little girl or whatever. And that's how they would, they would be able to get married in secret, because Valentine was willing to, do the ceremony. Well, here's the thing. According to the Bible, you don't need no priest to marry a woman. You understand? There is one way for a man and a woman to marry themselves together, or to come together. And that's through romantic interactions. You understand? Absent a priest. You understand? Like that the marriage between a man and a woman takes place when that man lays with that woman. The end. So if them cats really, if again, the Catholic Church does not follow the God of the Bible, nor does it adopt the culture of the Israelites in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is not our custom. Our custom is to, you know what I'm saying, for a man and a woman to get married, they just perform an act between that man and that woman, and then it's done. Shalom. That's your wife. Y'all came together. So keep reading. What happens?
When Valentine's actions were discovered, Claudius ordered that he be put to rest.
Listen, he got caught performing these ceremonies. You understand? He got caught, doing his little, I don't even know what they say. I guess what they say, what's some of the nonsense they say at these wedding ceremonies? Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today, you know what I'm saying, to, witness this union between this man and this woman and holy matrimony. Yeah, all of that gibberish and nonsense that, means nothing. It has nothing to do with marriage. That's what's going on with that, man. He goes and does that, and then the emperor finds out, and the emperor says, you know what? Yeah, let's put a stop to this. This is what happened to Valentine. This is what the Catholic Church has taken and said, oh my God, he was doing such a righteous thing by performing these acts. We should reverence him on, February 14th, 15th. What is today? Is it the 14th? Salakia. On the 14th. And this is just kind of like, I mean, you could fall for it if you want to, but that's not very significant to me. You know what I'm saying? Salaki, if you drop down, read the third account. Read this one here. You got that one? Yeah, the other one. Yeah, the other Valentine. Read the other, because there's 3 different Valentines they talk about. Here's the other Valentine story. Go ahead.
Other stories suggest that Valentine may have been killed for attempting to help Christians escape harsh Roman prisons.
No sweat. Go drop down. Read the next one. Keep reading. Read about the third Valentine. Yeah, keep reading. Yeah, according to one. Salakia, turn that fan on. One more. To water. Go ahead.
According to one legend, an imprisoned Valentine actually sent the first Valentine greeting himself after he fell in love with a young girl.
All right, so there's a Valentine that was in prison, and he fell in love with a young girl. Who's the girl? Keep reading.
Possibly his jailer's daughter.
Right, so allegedly he falls in love with the jailer's daughter. Man, ain't that how the movies go today? You know what I'm saying? The most unlikely of lovers, your damn Romeo and Juliet's. How can the prisoner fall in love with the damn jailer's daughter. You know what I'm saying? It's like a damn, it's a conundrum. It's like a oxymoron. It's like something that's it's damn, what's the term? It's ironic. Hit it one more time, Baba Kasha, the water. So that's what's going on. Okay, so this cat, this Valentine cat that's in jail, falls in love with the jailer's daughter. Keep reading.
Who visited him during his confinement.
Yeah, she was visiting him. She was putting money on. So like she was putting money on his books and stuff. She was, trying to make sure he was taken care of. She was just giving him some companionship as he's locked up and he falls in love. She falls in love. Keep reading.
Before his death, it is alleged that he wrote her a letter signed "From Your Valentine."
So he's pretty much on unalived row. And he writes her a letter. Oh, it's so sweet, right? He writes her a letter before he goes to the gas chamber or the gallows or whatever form of, capital punishment they were exacting on prisoners at the time. And he writes her a letter and he signs the letter, from your Valentine. When you participate in Valentine's Day, like you like this is who you're impersonating. You get what I'm saying? Like you're impersonating some like a fable. You're impersonating a damn joke. But when you buy your girl, you know what I'm saying, some balloons and some chocolates or a Valentine's Day card. This is it. This is what you're championing. This is what you standing on, huh? This is standing on business. Some silly priest that's marrying, allegedly marrying soldiers in secret, or some cat that was, locked up, that was dealing with the jailer's daughter, that before he died, he wrote such a sweet card to her, or such a sweet letter, and signed it "From Your Valentine." This is what you're doing. This is what you're adopting. This is the tradition and the custom that you've adopted, Israel. Now you got to tell me if this is foolish or not. You understand? Like, do you even believe these stories? What does this even have anything to do with you and your rib? What does this have to do with you and any sister that you're interested in? These stories. They're not even that deep. They're not even that good. Like, damn, like that's the best you could do. That's what all the hoopla is about. Maybe we're suckers for marketing. You understand? Maybe we're just suckers for, if the store is selling balloons, you know what I'm saying, we have to buy the balloons. If they're selling the roses, we have to buy the roses. If they're selling the chocolates, we have to sell the chocolates. Maybe we're wrapped up with, in the world. The world says that Valentine's Day is a thing that couples should participate in. The man should get the woman things. He should buy her jewelry today. What? Because some sucker that was in jail fell in love with the jailer's daughter and wrote her a note saying, "From your Valentine." So you're going to break the bank. You're going to spend damn hundreds of dollars on Pandora bracelets. Do they still sell Pandora bracelets? That was about the time I had stopped. I had got into the Pandora bracelets, found out about the truth, and the Pandora bracelet was never completed. Are they doing some other stuff at this point? You understand? I'm sure there's something different, because the entire so-called holiday is simply a marketing scheme for our oppressor to take advantage of our gullible, young, lost sheep minds. And they've damn for sure polluted our sisters into demanding some type of output on this day. On this day, our sisters have been taught to absolutely expect and demand some type of Valentine gesture. You brothers out there too, I mean, like you accept the challenge. I remember when I was in the world, I accepted the challenge. You understand? Like it was a small thing for Valentine's Day to come around for me to You know, I know this sister. Ain't nobody getting this sister no Valentine. She ain't got no man. She don't talk to nobody. Yeah, a little card or a little box of damn sweet tarts with a bunch of damn I love yous and kiss me's and hug me's written on the damn sweet tarts. Oh, it's just gonna make her day. She is gonna be insanely vulnerable behind this holiday. Is this a joke? No, this ain't no joke at all. This ain't no joke at all. Valentine's Day is the joke. Exposing how Valentine's Day is not a joke. Restrict it. What did I do? What did I do? That's tough. Restrict it for what? What did I do? TikTok is so TikTok loves Valentine's Day because TikTok caters to the vanity of a woman and the carnal nature of a woman. You understand? Like Valentine's Day is disgusting. Well, we're getting ready to get into the to what the Catholic Church was trying to mask by their involvement of it with some so-called title of Valentine's Day. We're going to get into the real origins of it. You got the origins, Warrior? Let's go ahead and read some of that if we could.
While some believe that Valentine's Day is celebrated in the middle of February to commemorate the anniversary of Valentine's death or burial, which probably occurred around AD 270. Others claim that the Christian Church may have decided to place St. Valentine's feast day in the middle of February in an effort to Christianize.
To what?
To Christianize.
To what?
To Christianize.
The Catholic Church tried to Christianize a disgusting pagan tradition. That's history, man. That's all this was. The whole damn thing about the Roman soldiers that couldn't marry, the whole thing about the jailer's daughter, they made that nonsense up to try to Christianize a deeper, darker, more foolish origin of this holiday. Keep reading.
The pagan celebration of Lupercalia.
Of what?
Lupercalia.
There's a pagan celebration of something called Lupercalia. Pagan is a biblical term. You understand? Like paganism. You understand? No Israelite should ever be associated or affiliated with anything pagan. You understand? Pagans would worship a whole bunch of goofy, stupid gods that aren't really gods. Like they worship dirt. They worship trees. You understand? Egyptians worship beetles and dogs. They worship the sun. They worship the creations and not the creator. This is just a prime example of one of those things, man. This is a prime example of one of those things. Keep reading.
Lupercalia, celebrated at the Ides of February or February 15th.
Lupercalia, which is celebrated at the Ides of what?
Of February.
Of February. The Ides means the middle of February. So there's a pagan tradition or a custom called Lupercalia that celebrated, ironically, February 15th or 14th. You know that February nonsense is weird. It's the month that contains the leap year. So sometimes it's the 14th, sometimes it's the 15th, because sometimes it's 28 days in February. Sometimes it's 29 days in February. So it kind of varies, you know what I'm saying, from year to year. But Lupercalia is celebrated at the same exact time. What the hell is that? A coincidence? Huh? The Catholic Church, you know, I mean, what is it? A coincidence that the Catholic Church comes up with a holiday, you know what I'm saying, at the same time that pagans are doing their ancient traditions, their ancient customs, their ancient rituals about some nonsense, some so-called God. Keep reading.
Lupercalia was a fertility festival.
It was a what?
A fertility festival.
It was a what?
Fertility festival.
Do you see why the Catholic Church selected love and marriages as the theme for the damn nonsense that they would make up for the middle of February? Because Lupercalia, the ancient pagan custom, revolved around fertility. Now, damn, do I have to, you know what I'm saying, get into too much detail and get absolutely banned off of TikTok to make the connection between fertility and why, you know, Valentine marrying brothers and sisters that wanted to get married? You understand? Like Valentine, you know, falling in love with the jailer's daughter. Do I have to make the connection for you? Keep reading.
Dedicated to Faunus.
Who?
Faunus.
Who?
Faunus.
Faunus. So Lupercalia is the name of the damn, you know what I'm saying? The name of the event, the pagan event. But the god is Faunus. Keep reading.
The Roman god of agriculture.
Read that again.
The Roman god of agriculture.
Faunus is the Roman god of agriculture. The Roman god of they think there's a specific god for agriculture. Is that biblical? Huh? It's in the Bible. Give me you know what I'm saying, like chapter and verse where there's a specific god for agriculture. You know what agriculture is, right? Agriculture is like, you know, farming. You know what I'm saying? Like you growing food. You know what I'm saying? Like you growing corn and wheat, right? Barley. You know what I'm saying? All these different that's agriculture. You can add in the cattle. You can add in the cows and the lamb and the sheep. You know what I'm saying? Like you can add those things. It's all agriculture. So there's a god of all of that specifically. You telling me that me buying my red goddamn heart balloons is somehow associated with farming? The god of farming? That's what we doing today. We trying to stabilize our relationship with a damn dragon of a woman who demands to receive roses, chocolates, and teddy bears and cards today because of agriculture? That's what we've stooped to? I don't know. That shit, I mean, Salagi, that's a little weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I only knew that's what this was all about. Keep reading. The Roman god of agriculture. Let's hear it.
As well as to the Roman founders.
As well? What do you mean? It's so you've got a god of agriculture that this Lupercalia is about. You know what I'm saying? This fertility nonsense. Keep reading. But it's also, read.
To the Roman founders, Romulus and Remus.
To who?
Romulus and Remus.
One more time.
The Roman founders, Romulus and Remus.
The Roman founders, Romulus and Remus. So Rome, so-called, had two founders, man. Romulus and Remus. Which one do you think actually, you know, succeeded in the foundation of Rome? Romulus or Remus? Use your, you know what I'm saying, your little powers of, you know, comprehension and, you know, deduction. You've got Romulus and Remus. Which one ended up founding Rome? If you said Romulus, you're absolutely right. Keep reading.
To begin the festival, members of the Luperci, an order of Roman priests.
An order of Roman priests. You got Roman so-called priests. Priests of what? I couldn't tell you. Priests of agriculture. Hell. You know what I'm saying? Like priests of agriculture. I mean, they can't be priests of the Bible. There's no way. There's no connection. There's no real, you know what I'm saying, connection between what they're about and what the Bible is about. Keep reading.
Would gather at a sacred cave.
They would gather where?
At a sacred cave.
They would gather at a sacred cave. The Luper say, what Luper who?
Luperci or Luperci.
The Luperci would gather at a sacred cave. Why are they gathering at a sacred cave? Keep reading.
Where the infants Romulus and Remus.
Where the who?
Where the infants Romulus and Remus.
So there's a cave where those twins, Romulus and Remus, read.
The founders of Rome.
They founded Rome.
Were believed to have been cared for by a she-wolf.
They were what?
Believed to have been cared for by a she-wolf.
They were believed to have been cared for by a she-wolf. Like, I mean, like, for real though. Like, I want to say all jokes aside, but I got a joke about this. Romulus and Remus were suckled and cared for by a wolf. That the founders of Rome were suckled by a wolf. This sounds like the Tarzan story. Huh? We're gonna make a damn holiday about Tarzan, the legend of Tarzan. Huh? Where's his holiday? Huh? Where the hell is Tarzan's holiday? Tarzan was raised in the damn jungle by who? Who raised him? A gorilla? I forget. A lion? A tiger? Who the hell raised Tarzan? We gonna make a whole holiday about him now? Is that what we doing? That's how we gonna. That's how we're gonna. You know what I'm saying? We're going to put stake in marriages based on a story about Tarzan. The Roman version of Tarzan, where twin brothers were suckled by a wolf in a cave, and there's an order of priests that come to the cave and perform rituals and ceremonies. This is what the Catholic Church said. We need to be a part of this. We're just going to call it something different. Listen, Hosea chapter 4 verse 6 said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. We think that this is something worth participating in. So which one is worth participating in? The Valentine history or the Romulus and Remus Lupercalia history? Which one do you subscribe to, son? Huh, son? Which one do you which of the Valentine histories do you subscribe to? Apes raised Tarzan? Same thing, right? Thank you, waiter. Thank you, waiter Mitch. Some apes raised Tarzan. Apes raised Tarzan. Wolves raised Romulus and Remus. What the hell is the difference? You said they're both bonkers? I'll give you credit for that, son. They are both bonkers. It's nonsense. Keep reading, huh? What the hell does these damn priests do? Like, are they really serious about this? Keep reading.
The priests would sacrifice a goat.
They would do what?
Sacrifice a goat.
They would sacrifice a goat. They sound dead serious about this. This ain't no game to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they go and sacrifice a goat, man. Because they believe so wholeheartedly that Romulus and Remus would have died if it weren't for this wolf that they were able to get milk from, that they were able to suckle like a little wolf baby. Keep reading.
For fertility.
For what?
For fertility.
Fertility. This is where we need to wake the hell up. Fertility is the goal? Huh? That's what the objective is, fertility? Yeah, I get it. Valentine's Day has a whole damn lot to do with fertility, if I could be honest. There's a whole damn lot, you know what I'm saying, of fertility going on Valentine's Day. Unfortunately, it's a very shallow damn barometer for this fertility, event to take place. A sister is absolutely fertile and vulnerable over some balloons and some chocolates, a bear and a card. She gonna take her fertile behind and open, you know what I'm saying, herself up to the first brother that gives her some goddamn cards. Huh? Be my Valentines for some sweet tarts, for a box of the sweet tarts that's got the words written on them. She get ready to be mad fertile. Keep reading, Salakia.
And a dog.
A what?
A dog.
A what?
A dog.
That's symbolic as a mug to me, Salakia. A dog? This is about a female dog? A female dog. I'll let you fill in the blanks about a female dog. Who's that, Sal? Sats? I don't even know your name. Yeah, this is about a female dog. Valentine's Day is about a female dog. Like at the root of it, it's a female dog. You can't be serious. Huh? We fled in the damn grocery store and Walmart, you know what I'm saying, trying to get cards and balloons and chocolates and bears for a woman because of a story about a dog. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. This ain't how a relationship should ever freaking start, let alone how it should, you know what I'm saying, be sustained. Can you imagine the arguments that are going to take place if a brother doesn't produce something on this day? That's funny. That's comedy, huh? The sister that's going to freaking, you know what I'm saying, go off on the man of the house, the man that she has laid with, the man that she has fathered, you know what I'm saying, had children with. She's going to argue and fight and bicker with him about not getting a card because of a dog, because of, you know what I'm saying, some balloons, because of some prisoner and the jailer's daughter. What, because of some priest that marries people in secret? Huh? Some relationships will end today and tonight. Domestic violence will be put on brothers and sisters tonight because of our commitment to Valentine's Day instead of the Most High. Yeah, I know it's a joke and I know it's funny to some people. It ain't funny to Commander General Yohana. It ain't funny to the ISUPK. This is nonsense, man. This is nonsense. Valentine's Day is something we should absolutely refrain from. Valentine's Day should be exactly what it is, a fable and a joke. This should not start relationships. It shouldn't be a condition for the continuation of any relationship. And we should just absolutely just separate ourselves from this society's participation in this wicked vein. I'm trying to be polite when I say vein. There's some other words. We should refrain from participation in this vain tradition. This is insane, man. What's it? Don't judge other cultures just because you disagree. That's bigotry and ignorance. No. Who is that said that? Saint Justin? Hey, Justin, no sweat. Listen, you can celebrate Valentine's Day all you want. I'm just calling spades spades. I'm just regurgitating the history of it. And when you take 2, you know what I'm saying, 5th grade comprehension seconds to think about it, it's not something that any adult should participate in or have as a variable, as a condition for their relationship as an adult. It's just not something that it's not valid. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Valentine's Day is a very serious holiday in relationships. Some sister is going to put her man out the house because she didn't receive a damn balloon on her job like her co-workers did. You understand? It's idiotic. It's counterproductive. It's a counterproductive tradition that the children of Israel need to wise up to and really just back out of. And there's scriptures that substantiate it. We'll get to those soon as we finish breaking down the history. You got that, warrior? Keep reading.
For purification.
For what?
For purification.
So they would kill the damn goat in the cave for purification. Oh, purification is so important. Keep reading.
They would then strip the goat's hide into strips.
They would strip the goat's hide into strips. So after they make this sacrifice of this goat, right? They will strip the goat. They will cut the hide into strips. Keep reading.
Dip them into the sacrificial blood.
They would dip it into what?
The sacrificial blood.
Dip it into the sacrificial blood. So now they've got these strips of goat hide that the so-called priests who went to this cave, because, you know, if it weren't for this wolf that suckled Romulus and Remus in this cave, you know, there would be no Rome. We're going to dip the goat's hide in the blood. Keep reading.
Take to the streets.
And they're going to do what?
And take to the streets.
They're going to go back to the city. They're going to go back to the town. They're going to go back to the streets. Keep reading.
Gently slapping both women.
Doing what?
Gently slapping both women.
Keep reading.
And crop fields.
Read that again.
Gently slapping both women and crop fields.
They're going to take these goat strips. They're going to dip them in blood in the cave. Then they're going to go to the streets and they're going to slap the women with these hides that are covered with blood. Not only are they going to slap the women, they're going to slap the crops. They're going to go slap those ears of corn. They're going to go slap those, you know, that wheat, those beans. They're going to go slap the damn fields. Keep reading.
With the goat hide.
With the goat hide. They're going to slap it. They're going to get that blood all over it. You wonder why Valentine's Day is, you know what I'm saying, like one of the main symbols of Valentine's Day is the heart. Well, there's one of them. There's one of them. The heart is responsible for what in the body? Keep pouring me a little bit of that, will you? What is the heart responsible for in the body, man? Huh? What is the heart responsible for in the body of any damn living thing? Exactly. The heart is responsible for pumping blood throughout the body. You understand? That heart is important. To the Luperci or the Luperci, that blood was so important. Well, now you see the Valentine's heart as, you know, a major symbol for the holiday. Do you see the connection? Do you see what you're participating in? Huh? Do you see what we do? Do you see the nonsense that we take on? Behind what? This ain't how you deal with a woman. Like there's a better way for a brother and sister to engage with each other and to make each other feel special. You know what I'm saying? And to make each other feel valued and appreciated. And like that, none of which involves chocolate and roses and hearts. But there is an origin for this heart nonsense. It's because some priests think that the wolf that you know what I'm saying suckled the founders of Rome deserves so much reverence and sacrifice. So we're going to take the damn blood. We're going to go through the streets. We're going to slap women with it. We're going to slap crops with it. Keep reading.
Far from being fearful.
Yeah, they're far from being fearful. The women actually welcome. They want these lashes. They want to be slapped with this blood. Keep reading.
Roman women welcomed the touch of the hides because it was believed to make them more fertile in the coming year.
Read that again.
Far from being fearful, Roman women welcomed the touch of the hides because it was believed to make them more fertile in the coming year.
Yeah, the women wanted to be slapped by these bloody strips because they believed that being like having an encounter with the bloody strip would make them more fertile. And then we get back to the god of Rome. Who was the goddess of Rome? The goddess of fertility? Who was it up there? It wasn't Lupercalia. Who was it? Lupercalia is the festival. Who's the goddess of fertility in Rome?
It was Faunus.
Faunus. Faunus. You understand? The goddess of fertility. This is what the goddess of fertility requires. Get slapped by this blood, and now I'm fertile. I don't know if you know anything about, you know what I'm saying, basic science. I don't know if you went to a public high school and you took a health class, but getting slapped with a bloody strip of goat meat, of goat hide, you know what I'm saying, from a cave doesn't make you more or less fertile. There's one thing that makes you fertile. There's one thing that contributes to fertility, and that's behavior. You understand? There is one thing that makes, you know what I'm saying, like a woman bear a child. There's one activity that I can think of. Being slapped with the goat hide ain't it. That ain't never done it. Show me a historical account where a woman was slapped with a goat hide, you know, a goat hide, a bloody goat hide, and became pregnant. I'll yield, you know what I'm saying? I'll turn this cover in. But I just so happen to know that factually speaking, that's not how babies are made. So maybe there's some other things that take place on Lupercalia or Valentine's Day that produces a lot of damn fertility. Maybe there's something else going on that's contributing to the fertility. I'll take the women out of it. I don't know about you, but I don't know of beans or, you know what I'm saying, corn or wheat or any type of crop that requires blood, you know what I'm saying, as a fertilizer. Don't know it. We on the eastern shore of Maryland, we absolutely catch whiffs of the nonsense. I ain't gonna say nonsense, but the ingredients that are required for fertile soil. It stinks. It's terrible. It's more like manure, not blood. Does that make sense? In the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, man, we'll educate you. The 12 tribes of Israel do not, you know, we don't have to forever dwell in darkness. You understand? We don't have to continue to be destroyed by a lack of knowledge when we have sincere priests and prophets that'll break down our day-to-day actions and our activities and our beliefs and our, you know what I'm saying, what we believe to be important traditions and customs, and we'll expose it for what it is. It's just vain. Keep reading, warrior.
Roman women welcomed the touch of the hides because it was believed to make them more fertile in the coming year.
Right.
Later in the day, according to legend.
Later in the day, so the women are getting slapped by bloody goat hides. But then there's something else that takes place later. Keep reading.
All the young women in the city would place their names in a big urn.
They would do what?
Place their names in a big urn.
So now all these women that have been in the streets for the streets, all these women that are for the streets, right? They go and they put their names in an urn or like a bucket or a hat. You get what I'm saying? A lottery is about to take place. Their names are all put inside of a bucket, some type of bowl-like vessel. Keep reading.
The city's bachelors would each choose a name.
What would happen?
The city's bachelors would each choose a name.
So the city's bachelors would walk up to the urn. They would all take turns. They'd stick their hand in the bucket, stick their hand in the hat, stick their hand in the pot, and pick out a name. Keep reading.
And be compared for the year with his chosen woman.
So he goes, he picks a damn name out of a hat. And the name that he pulls is the woman that he'll be with for the next year. I guess that's one way for a brother to pick a wife. I guess that's one way for a woman, you know what I'm saying, to get matched up with a brother. But I have this hunch that in the ISUPK, the way that brothers and sisters decide whether or not they'll be together is a little more considerate. It's a little more wise. It's a little more mature. You know what I'm saying? You observe the brother or sister for a period of time before you even decide if this is someone you may or may not want to get involved with. Once you make the decision that, yeah, you know what, maybe I do want to deal with this person, maybe that person does want to deal with me, we're going to have a courtship period where we're going to talk about, we're going to talk, we're going to spend some time, we're going to get to know each other before anybody lays a finger on anybody. Huh? That sounds a lot more practical in terms of, the things that are at stake when a man lays with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Woman just trying to get knocked up. like she running around in the streets trying to get hit with sheep's hide so she can get pregos. Right? And now some poor brother is picking her damn name out of a hat, out of a cauldron, out of a pot. Oh, Lord. Oh, they're going to have children. There will be children made, you know what I'm saying, on Valentine's Day. I pray you understand. Like, this ain't something that's so foreign of a concept for anyone watching this to understand. You disagree? Who thinks that there will not be a baby boom in February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October? Who doesn't think that there's a baby boom in November thanks to damn Valentine's Day? Huh? I beg you to show me the statistics. Valentine's Day is such a wicked and foolish and vain tradition that there will be a lot of babies born in November to parents who have, zero compatibility. To parents who have, who can't stand each other, who hate each other. But because the brother had balloons and cards and chocolate on February 15th, you will be birthed a damn Scorpio, according to the horoscope structure. Salakia. You understand? This is what we fall. This is what we've, subject. Like, this is what we resort to. We're the Most High's favorite people on the planet. And we're worshiping a damn wolf. We're worshiping a wolf. We're worshiping the god of agriculture for fertility. Listen, our sisters have been duped into to damn making this a ultimatum. You know what I'm saying? You brothers have been given an ultimatum. You will produce something of the Valentine persuasion or deal with the wrath of a woman, man. That's real talk. You can accept it or not. You trolls in the comments, you went and got that Valentine's Day gift if you're a brother. You sisters know you demanded a Valentine's Day gift from some cat. You get what I'm like? I'm not telling no lies. Tell me where I'm lying. Tell me where I'm wrong. Huh? No, you guys will battle for Valentine's Day not knowing what it is. This is the Lord's chosen people, destroyed for a lack of knowledge. You understand? That's your history of Valentine's Day. That's it. What it said? Logic laying bars. Your lips are yapping. Yeah, my lips are yapping. I'm telling the truth. I don't celebrate Valentine's Days. Do you have a significant other? Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day isn't. We agree on that. You understand? We agree on that. What's in the cup is irrelevant. We're going to get to these scriptures. Let me get the book of Salakia. Colossians chapter 2, verse 8, if I could. We're going to end this thing out with scripture. We're going to get to the Bible about what it says about silly holidays like Valentine's Day. We're going to get to it. What's in the cup is irrelevant. Yeah, what's it? What's the difference? Did you buy some damn Valentine's chocolates for your significant other? I don't even know your name. What's your name? Love Jihad? What? You a Muslim? Are you a Muslim? Kool-Aid is in the cup. It's irrelevant. What's the difference? It's irrelevant. You got that, warrior?
Con.
Let's read the Bible, man. Go ahead.
Colossians chapter 2, verse 8.
Go ahead.
Beware lest any man spoil you.
Do what?
Beware lest any man spoil you.
It says, beware lest any man spoil you. The Bible is very much against the children of Israel being on guard and being defensive about nonsense. Because if we're not careful, keep reading, lest any man do what?
Spoil you.
A man could spoil us. Some silly freaking Roman or some silly freaking Catholic can spoil us. Keep reading.
Through philosophy.
Through what?
Through philosophy.
Through what?
Through philosophy.
Some Catholic priest can, you know what I'm saying, some American tradition can spoil us with a silly philosophy, man. Keep reading.
And vain deceit.
And what?
And vain deceit.
And vain deceit. If we don't beware, if we're not on guard, if we're not careful, some sucker will teach us that on the damn February 14th, you better go and, if you a man, you better go and get your woman some damn balloons, a card, and some chocolates, or else. They'll teach our sisters that if a man don't get you balloons, chocolates, or a card, he don't really love you. You better damn beware, man. The Bible teaches us to beware about vain philosophies and deceit. Keep reading.
After the tradition of men.
After what?
After the tradition of men.
After what?
After the tradition of men.
Valentine's Day is a tradition of men. The Catholic Church, some stupid pope or priest came up with some nonsense because he wanted to celebrate Lupercalia, but he didn't know how to fit that in. So he came up with Valentine's. But even the celebration of Lupercalia is insanely nonsensical in 2024. Getting slapped with bloody strips doesn't grow crops. Getting slapped with bloody strips doesn't make a woman fertile. Picking names out of a bucket is an insanely irresponsible way to initiate partnerships between a man and a woman, man. But this is what we do. What they call them, secret Valentines. Huh? I remember in elementary school, you could send a secret Valentine's lollipop to whoever the hell you wanted. Ooh-wee. You could get right, man. You could send lollipops to whoever you wanted to, man. This is how, relationships should start. This is the way that, men and women should begin relationships. That's trash, man. You brothers need to man up and approach that woman and say, Salakia, sis, first things first, do you have a man? Huh? Do you have a husband? Is there some man you're dealing with? First and goddamn foremost. No, Valentine's Day, foregoes all of that. Just send it as a secret Valentine, man. We're destroyed because of this behavior, man. And our sisters have been conditioned to, demand these objects and these trinkets in return for their attention. Do I have to tell you where that leads to ultimately? A sister that can be bought by, a damn chocolate, a cherry-filled chocolate drop, a damn cherry cordial, A sister is spreading her legs over a cherry damn cordial. Listen, that's irresponsible, man. We got to stop following this damn Valentine's Day nonsense. There's nothing in it for us. Let whoever subscribes to it, subscribe to it. Children of Israel, we got to get back to what the Most High says, man. And that's vain deceit. That's some childish philosophy, man. Salakia, let me get the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 1, verse 4, if I could.
Got it.
Go ahead.
1 Timothy, chapter 1, verse 4.
Go ahead.
Neither give heed to fables.
To what?
To fables.
Listen, the Bible says don't give heed to fables. You think Romulus and Remus were truly suckled by a wolf? You know what I'm saying? To ultimately become the founders of Rome? So you celebrate Valentine's Day? Don't give heed to that. You understand? You brothers, be strong, man. Tell that woman, listen, I ain't getting you a goddamn flower for Valentine's Day. You're not getting a card. You're not getting a balloon, because I'm not taking heed to some foolish pagan custom and belief about the founder of Rome surviving because of a wolf, and they have some tradition called Lupercalia. I'm not subscribing to that. Don't take heed to that. Are you kidding me? You brothers in the chat trolling because you love Valentine's Day. You would rather get the damn heart and balloon and let that woman, you know what I'm saying, not tear you a new one. I get it, but if you get tired of the damn, you know what I'm saying, being so cowardly, if you get tired of being afraid of your woman, the ISUPK builds up men to take this holiday for men to teach their women. Listen, you're not getting nothing for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day has nothing to do with us. Valentine's Day is a joke. It's vain. And it's counterproductive. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep celebrating Valentine's Day, go ahead, man. But you know what I'm saying? If you want to be a real man, if you ain't afraid of Valentine's, some of you brothers waited till the damn last minute. Some of you brothers are at gas stations right damn now. Some of y'all are at Royal Farms trying to hurry up and get any damn thing that's red or heart-shaped for some dragon of a sister that is going to chew you a new one if you show up empty-handed, man. Again, you don't have to be that way. In the ISUPK, our men ain't trained to be that way, man. Our sisters ain't trained to be that way. That's the custom of the oppressor, man. We don't have to subscribe to that. There's a better way, man. We said Valentine's is not about money. The hell it ain't. That man better get that woman something for Valentine's Day. Are you kidding me? Yo said I'm talking about nothing. What don't you understand, Quadzilla? You truly don't understand the topic? Is that true? I don't know. Yeah, don't be a fan of Valentine. It's a joke. You don't even have to be in the truth to understand that Valentine's Day is nonsense. But you got people in here trolling, defending it. Lord be with you. You can do whatever you want to do, man. Let me get Salakia. We running short on time, crazy short on time. We done gone over by a bunch. 50 years old? Yeah. What the hell is Valentine's Day ever done for you? You 50. Huh? I understand you're yapping about nothing. Okay. No sweat. The relationships that get started on Valentine's Day behind cards and balloons, the children that will be birthed behind that and will suffer the ramifications of such a childish partnership. Yeah, that you don't give a damn about it. Commander General Yohana has trained every brother in the ISUPK to give plenty damns about those ramifications, because those problems become our problems. We understand what that son or that daughter will have to endure when that woman tells that man, "Oh shit, Salakia, I'm pregnant." I know we only laid together on February 14th or 15th, but I damn for sure got a bun in the oven. And now that child's going to have to be raised with the mother and the father who aren't on the same page. You understand? A woman that hates that man, a man that hates that woman. We understand the damn byproduct of that. You don't. The Christian church doesn't. The Catholic church doesn't. Commander General Yohana has taught us to give plenty damns, man. It's only right. So we try to talk our people out of that. You understand? Sister, you don't have to lay with that man. I don't give a damn if he bought a dozen roses, 2 dozen roses, 36 roses, 48 roses. You don't have to lay with that man tonight, man. He tried to buy the separation of those legs with flowers and with chocolate. You don't got to open your legs tonight. Damn that. You understand? And you brothers, you don't got to feed into it, man. Don't go take advantage of some gullible sister that will open her legs for candy. That's not being a brother, man, to that sister. That's not being a good father to those seeds that are in you, brother. Don't do it. You understand? Well, here's what we're going to do. You said book, chapter, and verse. What do you want me to do? You can, I don't know if you can replay I don't think you can replay the lives. You know what I'm saying? We done got into Colossians 2:8. We got into Hosea 4:6. Proverbs 3:31 is a good one. Envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. Ain't none of us damn Roman. If you ain't damn Roman, you should have nothing to do with Valentine's Day. What the hell do you got to do with Valentine's Day if you ain't Roman? What did it say? He never quoted. He said, trust me, bro. Never quoted. There's a whole brother in here reading scriptures back to back to back. 2 Timothy 4:4. Go ahead, read 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 4. I don't know what you're saying. Who is that? Hermes? How many more scriptures you want, Hermes? Just go buy your balloons, Hermes. You named after a damn Greek god. What the hell are you talking about? What do you know? Show us the book. What book? Look up the origins of Valentine's Day. That's it. That's it. It ain't that deep. Look up the origins of Valentine's Day. I went with the article that was on history.com. It laid out the Catholic, perspective on it. It laid out the pagan origins of it. I read the scriptures that said we're destroyed for a lack of knowledge. How we should refrain from following after fables. We should refrain from following after the vain traditions of men. Like what more do y'all want? Y'all just can't. There's never enough. You know what I'm saying? There's never enough proof. You know what I'm saying, for trolls. Go ahead and read 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 4. Read.
And they shall turn away their ears from the truth.
They shall what?
They shall turn away their ears from the truth.
A troll will turn away his ears from the truth, man. The truth that Valentine's Day is a joke. You really come in here to stand on Valentine's Day? Yo said use a historical reference. Hermes, you funny, boy. That's why we still here. What more do you want? What more do you want? You want me to dig up the bones of Romulus and Remus? What do you want? Huh? We shall turn away our ears from hearing the truth, man. Keep reading.
And shall be turned unto fables.
And shall be turned unto what?
Fables.
And shall be turned unto what?
Fables.
Romulus and Remus were raised by a wolf.
Fables. Valentine
was some priest that married, Roman soldiers that weren't allowed to get married.
Fables.
Valentine's was some prisoner that was in love with the jailer's daughter. And right before he got unalived, he sent her a letter that said, from your Valentine.
Fables.
Listen, man, what more do you want? Huh? What more do you want? I know these things, are small. These are small things to you. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. You don't care. Commander General Yohana has taught us to give all the damn care on earth to the 12 tribes of Israel. No one else will. Hermes sure won't. Hermes thinks that the consequences of these irresponsible partnerships are a joke. It's fun. It's comedy to Hermes. It breaks Commander General Yohana's heart, man. all the priests and officers in the ISUPK. It breaks our heart, man. You understand? We understand the true gravity of these affairs, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what else to tell you. We'll celebrate Valentine's Day, go to hell on, man. But you know, we've been crystal clear. Any of you on TikTok that didn't catch the entirety of this class, you could go to ISUPK Eastern Shore or ISUPKBaltimore.com. You know what I'm saying? On YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, you know what I'm saying? All of those platforms, you could rewatch the whole damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Watch it and ask if you got any questions. You know, see if you got any questions about it. See if you disagree. And damn, if you disagree, do whatever the hell you want to do, man. That's what General Muhammad said. Go do whatever you want to do. But we don't put the truth out there. All right. So with that, I want to say Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabaraka Thumb to all the Akim. Yahweh Shamar Alathan Bahashem Yahweh Shai to all the Akwathium. Shalom, Israel. Yo said run away. That's tough.